This is Brett Moomey with SkipperBud's and Marine Max Yacht Sales. I'm going to take you on a tour of this very lightly used 2024 Tiara 48 LS. This boat is loaded up with a bunch of manufacturer options, a couple of additional after build options that the current owner did, and fully equipped with a ton of standard options that you often don't think about. So I'll try to point out as many of those as I can and show you as much as I can here inside the heated storage that we're in for the fall winter season. This boat always powered with the Trip Merc 600 V12s that pushes the boat up into the mid 50s and is a really nice package with docking and everything else that those 600s offer. So back on the swim platform here, you'll note that there's a no water well for these engines. So you've got a nice flush area to move from port to starboard. You do have pop-up cleats, the moving prop alert system, and then your reverso water pump plug in here and your button buried right inside the door there. You do have 50 amp shore power on a power reel, as well as your hookup for cable and your shore water, and the reel controls are in there as well. This seat is mechanically actuated, so it will do a 180. You can stop it at any position, so often you'll see it in a 45-degree angle facing the port side here. So when this beach terrace lowers down, you've got a nice kind of visual looking out over the water. Again, you can go full 180, which is nice in the sense that when you're flipped around 180 degrees from here, these seats join this table. So you've got one large conversation dining area. The seats are on a power actuated backrest, so you can adjust those down as well. And then there is a number of different storage / bait well in the floor here. So there's 2 bait wells with pumps, macerator pumps. Then just forward, there's 2 storage lockers in the floor. There's a couple farther forward as we move as well. And then you do have the big dive door on the starboard side here. And this is a great representation of the color of this blue. This is a popular custom blue that Tiara's done. It's called light blue, specific paint code for Tiara. You do have a hot and cold water wash down here. Tons of speakers. The audio package on this from Tiara is absolutely wonderful. This ladder is super, super cool. It's about 6 feet in length that goes into the water. And then when you pull it out, there's 2 little handles that are actually a little further out that pop out above the deck. So you've got a nice grab point to come up through your hands and not be pulling awkwardly to get out of the water. A lot of nice Corian accents throughout the boat, teak inlays, all sorts of things. This is your galley. So it's a day boat. You've got this very large, tons of refrigeration galley. You have a grill and then a sink here, freezer and 2 fridges, and then this boat was optioned with the ice maker. There is cockpit air conditioning that blows back here, as well as at the helm. This slider is on this divider is on a rolling slide, power slide, so you can push a button and close that whole helm area to trap all the heat or air conditioning that you want. There is a fold-out TV. Notable, just a few days ago, the owner installed a Starlink on this, so it's fully Starlink equipped, although it's not even set up yet because the owner hasn't used it. On the back side of this seat, you're going to have a nice little flip-out jump seat, and then 2 areas of storage, and you do have some storage and trash over in these cabinets as well. Then moving forward, pop-up cleats through the whole perimeter of the boat. So you've got 2 spring lines, you've got your bow, you've got that stern option. You have fuel fill on either side, water and waste on the starboard side here. And then this is another great little innovation design. Both sides have a little line holder there. Then moving into the helm, you have independent 3 bolsters, 4-person, maybe 5 helm seat wide. This one is for the captain, so it's a little bit larger helm seat. You do have a nice footrest here on the starboard side for the guest, and then a very nice, although you don't need it for any stretch of the imagination, this is a very level running boat. It doesn't run bow high, it doesn't plane high, so even standing just at the helm, you've got plenty of space. But if you prefer a little shorter, Then you do have this nice standing rest here, which is another nice way, especially underway, to cruise for a decent amount of time. This boat does have the full faux teak flooring through the entire boat, which is a notable option in cost. There's an upgraded teak steering wheel here. You have your standard bow thruster controls and joystick on the port side of this steering wheel, and then your Lenco trim tabs. You do have full audio controls here. There's an additional audio controller in the bow as well as in the stern, but then again through the screens you can control all this. So right now I've got the lights up here. You can switch over to the Seakeeper, you know, whatever of the systems that you want to manage or control, and they all talk to the Mercury vessel view that's topside here, so you can pull up any of the engine data here or leave those screens up for radar or whatever, FLIR, night vision, again another factory option, and use just your trim and RPM monitors up on the Merc vessel view. So quite a bit of control through these systems. Again, you do have those AC and reverse cycle heat vents right in the helm that will trap the air. Both of these doors are on a power slider, so you can slide them open or closed. And you have a kind of multi-function sunshade here. So this is an opening window in the top side here, but you can do like kind of a 50% block on light, or you can do a full blackout here if you prefer. Again, on the port side, you will see that same line holder, just like on the starboard. Then moving forward, one of the byproducts of having this large cabin is this elevated step system over on the port side. So 1-2 steps up, and now you've got excellent boarding, especially for higher docks. So you can board off the swim platform, you can board slightly higher on the starboard dive door, or on the port side, you've got a super elevated access, nice big handrails, although you don't need them. You have 2 glove boxes here, 1 glove box. Down in this glove box, you have controls for the spotlight, but also kind of a cool feature and option on this boat is the power antennas. So you do have a push button power antennas to fold your mast light down or your 2 VHF antenna whips down. Again, full audio controls zoned for bow, cockpit, or stern. Moving forward, intentional design here. So there's nice accent lights under there. You have some controls forward, which I'll show you, but this is designed to be able to hold some fenders for, I mean, if you're like me underway, I flip my fenders somewhere out of the way. I don't typically put them away, especially damp, whatever, if I know I'm going to be pulling them right out when I get there. So a nice little spot to store those fenders with a little drain at the end that drains down to the deck. And then up on the forward area of this, you've got plugs all throughout the boat, including one here, your audio controls, and then this is the high-low control for the table. And you do have a high-low control for the leg rest here as well. And then my favorite seat is this kind of 3-wide forward-facing helm seat, albeit it could easily fit 4 adults. And kind of nice with the built-in armrests and built-in cup holders. That table, again, down in the flush mounted area that it is right now, down to floor, or you can go up to cushion height, make this a larger sunbed, or go all the way up to full dining height. Again, worth noting that there's nice little accents that are kind of hidden that you don't really pay attention to, but all these bases, they're using teak or corian for all of your bases, your grab handle bases, all of those. It's a little finish that really goes a long way in dressing the boat up. The boat does have, I believe, a never used, but forward Mediterranean sunshade. That'll clip in there, 3 quick pulls that are stored right under this seat. And then you've got your full access to your windlass. Of course, in this windlass, you do have a remote control down there. You have fresh and raw water washdowns, and then you can control the windlass from the helm as well. The engines have 140 hours on them currently. And the Seakeeper only has 50 operating hours, and the generator is going to be fairly close to that. The boat is super well optioned. You can see the added electronics, so the Garmin radar, the FLIR thermal imaging, and then the spotlight. And I'll flip that antennas so you can just see the functionality of those antennas, which is super nice going under a bridge or going back into a rack in storage. It's one button, you're down. Really, this boat has been extremely well taken care of. You can see through the gloss of it. It's like a mirror. Everything's super, super smooth. There's no chalking. There's no notable damage. The boat is as new as possibly could be for a 2024. And I'll show you the cabin space as well. Just like the exterior, the interior of this boat is just perfectly maintained. Kind of impressive, really. It's super rare for me to get on these Tiaras and not see a number of scratches through these stairs or through the cabin sole here. This is all solid teak, done in-house at Tiara, but the attention to detail to just have those finishes in the boat, super, super well loved. You do have a microwave. There's tons of storage, little storage cubbies, cabinets, drawers, all through here. You have a trash bin, and then you do have a big hanging locker as well. Notable that goes down fairly deep for provisioning. There is additional storage over on the port side here, or starboard side. I'm flipped around, and then this is your full power panel. But again, this storage is super nice. You've got ability to store extra cushions, what have you, under the bed itself. There is wireless wireless chargers on either side of the bed, and reading lights there. Kind of a cool in-house headboard that Tiara cuts in-house, and then you've got your full switch, which I neglected to mention or note. Often you're not really touching those systems. Right here I have full connection. I have ability to start the generator, switch to shore power, switch to generator, and turn on or off all of my battery switches and monitor all those systems. So waste, water management, DC, AC voltage management is all through that screen. You do see the large TV. And then moving back to the mid-berth. So you've got plenty of space lengthwise. If I lay down here, I'm 6 foot, and I've got, you know, an extra foot easily of clearance. Tons of storage in here again. There's big lockers on either side, some storage under the bed, and some little storage under the stairs here. And notable, this is a full dry head. So again, you've got a over 7 foot head clearance in a shower on a center console, which is pretty impressive on its own. Plenty of space to move around here. And then notable, the way that they finish all of this, again, that's all Corian, thick Corian at the base of the toilet. You get a Corian kick plate going into the shower, which is a wear spot, Corian backsplash, and then additional Corian under the teak seat in there. But really a well put together and functional use for a head on a day boat that may be popular to do Bahamas or for us, Northern Michigan, multi-day runs. Again, I'm Brett Moomey with SkipperBud's and MarineMax Yacht Sales. Give me a call. Happy to do a FaceTime virtual tour of this or set something up in person. Available anytime.